I was in Miami at the time. I got a call from Sid Nathan. And he said, Henry, there's an artist up here in Macon, Georgia. Basically, James was from Augusta, but he was in Macon at the time. And I heard about an artist that has a little record that they're playing on an acetate that they're playing on a radio and they're getting some action. I want you to go down and pick up the record. You can put it on your deluxe label, you know? I said, fine. I got into my Buick from Miami and started riding up to Macon. And at the same time, I had to pick up this record that Sid Nathan told me about, you know? This acetate, the song. And what happened is Ralph Bass, who was his federal record A&R person, King had federal records, King Records, and with me and Deluxe Records. And Ralph was just an A&R man working for King. And he called Ralph at the same time, who was in Birmingham, Alabama, for some reason or whatever. And he got over to Macon a day before I did. And he sent the acetate up to Sid Nathan. And the record came out on Federal. And I got to Macon and I saw James Brown. And I told him I was up there through Sid to collect the record. And we had a laugh and he said, well, I sent it up to Sid already. And I said, okay. And I saw him do a little show up there. I said, wow, James, you're going to have a hit. The song was Please, Please, Please. I said, James, forget it, man. When I go on the road with my Heart's of Stone, I'm going to take this record with me to promote it. And James Brown, whatever the reason was, never forgets anything. And then the next 2 weeks after the record broke, when I stopped breaking the record, I brought him down here to the Palms of Hollandale, a black nightclub here in Miami. And I told the owner, I said, look, this guy's going to have a big hit record, man. You better get him now. And he brought James in for $500 or so, you know. And the group went on. And that weekend, you couldn't get near the place. Well, down here in Florida right away, because I got the record played on the radio here immediately, you know. Please, 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 my jockeys went right on it. That I kind of like cultivated. And so consequently, he says, can I get this guy back, man? He's great. I says, yeah, but you better come up with some money, man. And so I got him an extra $5,000. And before James left, I handed him $5,000 in $100 bills. And he never forgot that. And James Brown, through all his career, I sort of became his godfather. James Brown would not release a record unless he came to Florida and let me hear it first. All those King records, all those big hit records that he had. After he got through, no, I was gone. But he and Sid Nathan had a falling out at the time, you know, over money, you know. Why didn't I get my regular money? Well, stories after stories, you know. All through the years until he passed away. James would send me before he released the record, I have my own label with James Brown, BrownStone Records. We put a label together. We had some pretty nice records.